Hello and welcome back to another video. This is Aquarium Analytic, and today in this video we'll be doing the sub-tank review. Hello and welcome. This is our first sub-tank review, so sub-tank lift off view. So we're going to start with this first tank, and this was sent in by I think Dark Alpha. What I can see in it is two guppies, a lot of algae, what looks like a dwarf neon rainbow. So I'd recommend hopefully for like the guppies and the rainbow to have more of them, but the fact that like your water levels down here from top to up is like a big concern. That it shows that you don't do much maintenance. I'm not big on the ship. That looks like it's covered in algae, like the whole tank's covered in algae. The swords seem to be doing not that great. The staff seem to grow. Some of your plant, I can't see what plant that is, but like one of it's like absolutely covered. Your hydrophila, I think it looks like a hydrophila sort of species, but that looks to be doing alright. But there's plastic decorations, there's one type of fish that needs to be in school, likes high flow rate, etc. I can't remember if they like cold or warm water, but like, and I think they need like hard or soft water. I can't remember. Not very good. Really not my cup of tea. I think it's good that you have like live plants, but just looking at the tank, just how it's kept, it doesn't look good. So 2 out of 10. So this next one was sent in by 31E Aquatics. It's a paludarium, 150 gallon. Really nice big size. Got some lights on it. It's probably like planted lights. It looks something like marine, and I find that marine doesn't grow plants very well. But it looks like RGB lighting, so red, green, blue. So they're like proper, really good at growing plants. So you got nice, good lighting. Let's have a look. So first things I noticed that I don't really like, but this is just me personally. You've got your like logo lit up in the middle. Secondly, there's like some plasticky sort of like diver thing in like the corner. That's not really for me. Third is like the I've watched your videos on it to get a better understanding of it, if you understand. So like the wall with like the pebbles on, I'll probably like create like a base structure like that, and then maybe put like some more of your substrate on the top to create more of like a large hill. But that's me personally. So it has pressurized CO2, and so you'll think you're getting Glossosigma. So I find that with Glossosigma it's a very finicky plant. Easier route is Monte Carlo, but that can be quite hard. Noticing that you have goldfish, they produce a lot of waste, and I find with like those sort of carpeting plants, like the really big bushy ones, they catch a lot of stuff underneath them, and with goldfish being very messy fish, that could be really dangerous. Looking at the substrate, it looks very nutritious. So CO2, so I'm saying probably go with crypts, because also goldfish like to pick away at certain plants. So some crypts are really good, because if you like plant them really deep down, they can get really strong systems. Maybe some dwarf chain swords. I find that a good useful tip is MD Fish Tanks. So he has his Oranchu crew, which is like I think they're in like 140 litre planted tanks sort of thing. That is a really good sort of place to go looking for information on like this sort of thing, like a goldfish planted tank. So I know it's a paludarium, but you can take similar things, and also he has a axolotl paludarium. So you can also take things from that. Looking very nice. Got some chola wood. I'm not big on goldfish. They can be quite messy, so my other option probably would be dwarf hairgrass, but I find that even with my cories they rip up a lot of my hairgrass, so I have to replant it. Also, it just gets everywhere. It's quite an annoying plant, so I'll go with crypts. I really like crypts because I know they might be slow growing, but they can be speeded up with that CO2. Also, you can get them in different colours, so you can get bronzes, reds, greens. Really nice. Maybe add like some moss, that would be really nice. Some Java ferns, so you can get maybe the trident fern, the narrow leaf, the broad leaf, those sort of Java ferns. Just like bulk it out, so those sort of plants, MD sort of talks about it as well, so plants that are either like Nubius would be another good one, so those ones sort of you stick down. I think Pinnatifila might be good, but it can be quite an awkward plant. It's very good under CO2, and so I think Ryu Wannabe or something, I think that's his channel name. He did a video recently, and like he was showing like some really nice ADA tanks, and they had some really nice Pinnatifila, which was really red due to the CO2 and nutritious substrate. But with Pinnatifila, it's a bit like Buse. Buse would probably be another good option. Like you stick it down onto wood. Looks very similar to Buse, but it looks more like an oak leaf, if you understand what an oak leaf looks like. So if you keep shrimp, you know what an oak leaf looks like, because it's a commonly used botanical. But keep up the good work. I'm gonna give it a also, I've noticed that there's a few other plastic decorations. That's not for my taste, but I think it's really good what you've done so far. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. So moving on to the next tank, and this was sent in by Xelpha17. Very nice. So you got some neons, looking very colourful. It looked like you got some hydrophila. That's covering quite a lot of algae. So my recommendation would be to get some mono shrimp, a little bit of algae on the glass, some glow light tetras, very nice. Very nice little planted tank. It's the Java fern on the left hand side near the filter, sort of like creates a path. Very nice. So you got some sort of like pebble bridge, so I've moved that over a little bit, so it's like in the middle, so it like joins the two sort of islands of plants. Look like you just planted some Rotala, so Rotala indica red or something. Looking very nice. You just need some Amana shrimp. Looking closely now, I can see there's a few cherry shrimp, so that's all combating algae control. Very low stock. He's added a little message. So reading this, so think of getting a honey gourami. Okay, so a honey gourami in there would, you got quite a small filter, so just be wary of that. Maybe try a sponge filter. Also, when putting the honey gourami in, you don't want it to be blown around a bit, so maybe like put a bit of sponge over like the spray bar of your filter. That would that would definitely help your honey gourami out. Very nice, looking very good. Just looking more closely now, because look, you got some bladder snails. Good to see some snails. Snails do very well with shrimp, I find. Keep up the good work. The substrate, so okay, you use root tabs. Very good. I really like this scape. So my only recommendation would be like to get some algae, just so a mana shrimp, or maybe some nerites to like clean the glass. Nerites also like clean like most of your rocks anyway. So very nice, very understocked. The more I look, the more I enjoy it. Very good. So I'm gonna give this a 7.5 out of 10. It would be better if you had like a little bit more plants and less algae, but keep up the good work. So next up we have Nova, and straight off the bat, very nice. So let's have a look at what we got here. So we got a pearl gourami up the top. Looks like you got some harlequin rasboras. Seeing a mana shrimp or two. I've also watched a few of your videos, so I know that you've got a mana shrimp. You've got some cardinal tetras, very nice. Looking closely. Cherry barbs, very, very nice. I love cherry barbs, especially with the cardinal tetras, because it's sort of like a neon blue and red on red, which is quite cool. Looking closely, you don't have much algae. I think I see a little bit on the glass, so maybe try Nerite snails. It looks like a Superfish Homes. No, it can't be 60, it must be an 80. So that's about 20 gallons, maybe 21 gallons, US gallons. So quite a large nano tank, or it depends if you still call it a nano. Looks like you've got some Ludwigia on the right hand side. You've got some really nice crypts at the front. Keep up, that looks really, really good. My only is that looks like a Siamese algae eater. They get quite big, so just be careful with that. They get about 6 inches. Very good at eating blackbeard algae in their young years, but like eventually they'll prefer more protein rich foods. There we go. Got some Anubias up top. Lots of Java ferns, looking very, very nice. You still got the generic filter on there. I find that it's not very good, so with your stocking, I would recommend getting the All Pond Solutions Hang On Back 500 litre hour sort of filter. I think it's like £20. They're dead silent. Well, I have 2 of them, but like I have a faulty one, and it's really it's not really noisy, it's fairly noisy, but I've contacted them and they're going to send me another one. But my other one on my 16 gallon Superfish Home 60, absolutely amazing. Only recommendation would be use a spray bar on it. So hang it on the back, use a spray bar, so it's like a river, so it goes from left to right, or right, probably going to go left to right or right to left. So it sort of like, it gives a good distribution, and then it almost creates like a cycle, like a circle of flow, so the whole tank gets it. Very, very nice. It looks like you have a background, but if not, I'll try a black background. There's plenty of videos on doing that, so you can do it as cheaply as using something like a bin bag. So that's what I did on my 16 gallon. It's not great. I need to put some more sellotape on it, because like it's starting to peel away a little bit, but you can just use like acrylic paint. That's good. But with the filter, it doesn't come with any media, but you could, let's say, put Biohome gravel in it. That's one of the more expensive ones, or Eheim substrate. They're the like 2 expensive, like sort of gravelly ones that you can get a lot on in there, but you can just use bio rings. So maybe get like a kilo of bio rings, like £8. Maybe a little bit of sponge. So for about £30, you got a really good filter. So £2 for like a square metre of sponge. It might take a month to get there. For like it's probably like comes from China. That's where I got mine. Just generic £8, sort of 1 kilo. So £8 for the 1 kilo of bio rings would work really well. It also comes with like some filter flosses, so use that. Pond Guru's made a video on it, so it like shows like how to set it up properly. That's what I find just works really well. And then put like something over the spray bar, so just to help your gourami out a bit, because like it's just gonna stop your pearl gourami being blown around. It's probably gonna make it much more happy. Also it's quite a powerful filter, so it will add quite a lot of oxygen into the water, but overall very, very nice. Maybe try some floaters up the top. That will really help with like the nutrients, because it's quite stocked. It's overstocked for that little filter, so I would recommend just using the All Pond Solutions one, or maybe to try air driven ones, so that could be like a sponge filter. Very good. Just like slightly overstocked for my liking, but very, very good. Really, really like it. Just looking at it, maybe try some Nerite snails, because I think I can see a little bit of algae, but overall looking really, really good. Your minor shrimp are doing very, very well. Your Siamese algae eaters really helping with that. Just try maybe some Nerite snails. I'll say that you'll be done, and get a slightly bigger filter. And this tank will be, I know it's thriving already, but it will be doing even better if you add a little bit more filtration, because you'll be removing even more nitrates, and it means you'll be doing less water changes, or less big water changes on it, so less work. Or you can maybe also adding a few more plants will help, but I know it's already like full of plants, so maybe try floaters. So frog bit, salvinia will work, and that will help remove other excess nutrients and nitrates in the water. Looks like you're definitely using I recommend using a liquid fertilizer. Some liquid carbons I find can kill frog bits, so I tried the Colombo one on my better fish tank. It killed all the frog bits, so I've recently just ordered some for the salvinia to see if it'll do the same. But looking very nice, keep up the good work, and I'm going to give you a 8 out of 10. The results are in, and in 4th place is Dark Alpha with 2 out of 10. In 3rd place is 31E Aquatics with 7 out of 10. In 2nd is Xelpha17 with 7.5 points. And in 1st place with 8 out of 10 is Nova. So with 1st and 2nd, they will be receiving retarder cuttings. 2nd will receive 5 cuttings, and 1st will receive 10 cuttings. And I'll only mail them in the UK. I won't be doing it abroad. But yeah, it might sound a bit creepy, but like if you just email me your addresses, I'll be able to send it to you. I know it might sound a bit creepy, but I won't follow you. I'm not that kind of guy. But I just want to make sure that the people that have won get their winnings, because they really deserve it, and I congratulate them on that. And I just want to give back to you guys, and that's why I wanted to set this up. Because also I found this quite a fun video. I know it's been long, but I've had a lot of fun making this, so I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.